I'm now on the historic Lotus register stand with Paul and Phil. Welcome, gentlemen, and welcome to Classic Motor Show 2017.
Thank you very much. We're very pleased to be here. This is our debut at this particular site, our first time here. We haven't stopped talking. We've met loads of new interesting people, and it's fabulous to be here to show our cars in such a way, because we think we naturally complement Club Lotus and the Lotus Drivers Club. We are the historic end of Lotus motor cars, and we have more modern cars either side of us tell more of the story of what is Lotus. So we're very happy to be here.
And the show's been very beneficial to you, has it?
Well, it has. It's a particularly important year for us because it's the 60th anniversary of 4 very important cars for Lotus. So much so that we have Clive Chapman with us here today to celebrate as well. And you know, the cars that basically have hit their birthdays this year are the Lotus Elite in front of us here, the Lotus 7 across the way, the very important first Grand Prix car behind us, which Clive Chapman has donated for this show, the Lotus 12. And we're also celebrating 60th anniversary of the Lotus 11 over there, having won the Index of Performance at Le Mans. So it's a very important anniversary year for us.
All iconic cars.
We've also tried to follow the event theme. The event theme here is family ties. And imaginatively, we've approached the family ties side of things with a family of Lotus 7s, including the starter Lotus 6 over the way. We've also approached a lot of our club members to give anecdotes on how old historic Lotuses have formed part of their family lives for so long. So that's the second way of actually dealing with it. But also over the other side, we've got a gallery. And that gallery shows a Lotus family tie timeline of Lotus from 1947 through. So not only are we celebrating the anniversary, 60th anniversary of these iconic cars, but we've also trying to follow the event theme of the family inclusion of these particular cars.
And of course, Classic Lotus look after a number of cars for customers, because they've had something like 6 customers at the Monaco Historic Grand Prix this year.
Absolutely. In fact, they look after over 40 clients' cars, I know, and they're a very busy business looking after those old and historic models. So, yeah, very good, and it's a good relationship between the Historic Lotus Register and Classic Team Lotus. But basically, we keep the registers on all of these old chassis of the 50s and 60s, and we track every chassis that we can to make sure that we don't get replicas, ringers, whatever you want to call them, creeping in, and we're trying to keep the purity and integrity of the cars. So yeah, no, it's an important role.
Keep them all original.
Absolutely, and it's all done as a volunteer team, and by 650 members, all enthusiasts, and you know, that's the way it should be. Yeah.
So you'll be coming again next year, will you?
Very much so. The enthusiasm members have for actually being here is hugely significant. For instance, the first Formula car, the Lotus 12 over the way, has come here. Actually brought one of our gentlemen, one of our registrars from Adelaide in Australia, 12,000 miles purely and simply because Classic Team Lotus were able to allow us to have their Lotus 12 here. But one of the significant things we're also trying to do is find other cars relative to our particular timeline. Other members perhaps also are trying to sell subscriptions, obviously, but it's important for us to find other cars, them to know we're here, what we are, what we stand for, the quality of our historic Lotus. So we're here to advertise ourselves and draw out of the Barnes or whomever, wherever, old classic Lotus to come and join our throng. So, you know, we've been very successful at finding other cars and new members, and it's been a superb experience, and we intend coming again.
Well, it's been a great success because you got a lot of accolades from the show, haven't you?
Well, my understanding is that we're actually runners-up to the best show, 240 car clubs here, 2,500 cars, our debut performance, and we find ourselves runners-up to best display in the show. But that's not all, because we've also been voted as the best debut club. We've also got a motor car over in the corner, the Yellow Series 2, which is extremely close to being the best car in the show. So this has been a significant success for us. Our debut performance here, our debut time in this event, and I think it's a contribution, a dedication to the team. A superb team of people has put this together, and I could not have done without their expertise and their time. and a lot of enthusiasm. As Paul says, there's a load of enthusiasts, no payment going on here, we'll do it for the love of the cars. And this team, hugely quality team, has put a lot of effort and created a very good display.
And so to next year.
We look forward to next year. I think they'll know a little bit more about us. At the start of this year, they did not know who Historic Lotus Register was. I was told perhaps, 3-year waiting list, and if we have a space, we'll ask you to come along. But this is our important year. 60th anniversary year for 4 of our cars. It had to be this year. I had to justify our presence. They had faith in us, gave us this stand, and I think they are delighted with what we have to show. I certainly am. I'm very proud of the team, very proud on behalf of the HLR what we have achieved here, and we look forward to future events of the same sort of thing.
Well, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And I look forward to seeing you both next year. Thank you. Thank you.